What is up, everybody? My name is Ryder Renegade, and today, basically, this video is going to be quite more different than what I've actually done ever since the past year. Well, almost like 2 years, actually, ever since I planned this idea. But, I've been lacking on this specific topic that I've actually been working on ever since 2020, and then completely forgot about it during 2021. And then I decided to bring it back up in late January and decided to work on this a little more detailed wise and more professionally. Now, I've decided basically that I'm going to be continuing this franchise that I have not even focused on since in 2021, well, last year, the Rare Kung Zhu franchise. Now, what is the Rare Kung Zhu franchise? The Rare Kung Zhu franchise is basically just a story of all the Rare Kung Zhus grouping up together to stop a possible evil force, aka, well, Tekla the Fire Lord, from basically taking over the universe or destroying the universe. Now, my idea basically has been changing around here and there, and I basically haven't really continued on the previous Rare Kung Fu franchise movie, which is The Invader. Now, what is The Invader? The Invader is basically a Rare Kung Fu franchise movie that I've decided to develop around January through February of 2020 after getting this man, Io. Now, before you ask wondering why does Io now look like this, more fresh as hell, I'll be actually explaining this a little more actually in almost the end of the video. Basically, in the Invader, the search for finding the last two rare Kunzus, which are Io and KZ, basically have been quite stuck for the past few months, ever since the samurais, Tull, CW5, Sphinx, and Goslar went out in, I forgot the word, but basically they just left for reasons, personal samurai reasons. And basically they haven't really found anyone since then. Jammer has been sending in lots of emails or Zoom mails to Io and has not received any responses till then, despite Io basically complaining to Jammer that he has not even returned to him in person, despite even Jammer basically trying to reply to him through the Aetherzunet, which, yes, that's a thing that I decided to make up, and I have not even mentioned it in the Invader. So then, basically, Io basically escapes the menace that's basically the antagonist of the Invader, Syndax, the quadpod Xenozoo. I have not said those words together at all in a long fucking time. Jesus Christ. Basically, Io has a special thing, or basically a dangerous item, that Syndax is using to basically repopulate the universe with different species that can infect the universe's own peace, which I have not really put into that much detail, actually. I've been changing the scripts a little more than ever before to basically repopulate the whole universe with aliens. I has basically the serum that was used to basically start the alien infestation amongst the hamsters and many others. But basically, he crashes down to this universe, which is basically this universe that the rare Kunzus are grouped in, along with Stonewall and Churro, because Stonewall and Churro are necessary for the rare Kunzu franchise for undeniable humor. I don't know how to put that into words, but Wolfie most likely would know as he basically plays the roles of Stonewall and Churro, but that's not that important right now. Basically, Isles is trying to escape Syndax and also give revenge to him after basically killing his master, possibly his great friend, Europa, and many other things. Now, the reason why Isle looks fresh as hell is because I have a final thing where basically the day after the ending of the Invader happens. Basically, Isle and Stonewall are in a bar. I'm not gonna go into detail as that's just gonna be spoilers actually. So stay with me on this. I'm actually gonna be releasing some music that I'm gonna be putting in the Invader. Yes, most likely these are gonna be copyrighted, but basically they won't affect my channel that much. I don't get paid to do all of these videos. I basically just do it just for the fun and also for the humor, and also because not much people has actually done Rare Kung Fu movies or Zuzupet movies this detailed wise. I mean, there is some that have, but it's just that social media has not been that popular back then in 2010 and 2012. That's why I decided to do it right now, especially with social media being quite a big influencing thing nowadays. This movie has basically been stuck ever since November 2020, and I completely then forgot about it and had no motivation to continue The Invader until then on late January 2020, after basically hearing lots of more dubstep music for the movies that I've always wanted to plan, and also rewriting the whole thing for Shogun's Ice, which is another Rare Kung Zhu Franchise movie coming out soon, once I basically get all the necessities to basically create that movie. This basically has been quite hard for me to do. Like, it's been very difficult for me to like make these movies over and over, especially when I don't have the money or the necessary zoos needed for these movies. It's been hard basically trying to get like a KZ that was properly functioning working so I can work on Shogun's Ice there, and also with the fact that the Moonshade armor has been sold constantly for no reason. I couldn't get two of them. I had to get two. Well, I must get two, basically for KZ and basically the antagonist of Shogun's Ice, which is Emperor Freeze, but he has like a different name because it's in Japanese in some way. But basically, I'm working on the Invader. I also have other movies that are basically in the works right now. Those include The Banished Realm and also the final movie, The Final Fire. And then I'm going to be having like another movie where basically it's not going to be the Rare Kung franchise, but it's going to be the story of my OC, Ilu the Dark Renegade, which basically the movie will be called The Dark Renegade. A story about Ilu, basically created by me. And well, that's pretty much it for this video. I already have everything recorded. Special thanks to my brother Wolfie for helping me record them, and also keeping them in his channel privately, and then having me download it through the computer, edit them through my own computer, and basically trying to figure out how to work with like the PC version of Power Director, which is basically what I use to edit my videos, as you can tell from the bottom right corner of watermarks from most videos that I've made throughout the years. But all this will be done. I have a release date, but I'm not going to mention it yet, as I'm going to make like a continuation, like edited video, of course, with the Power Director watermark on the bottom right corner. So expect that, well, around next week. That will basically show lots of scenery on what has been happening through the Invader since beginning and what's soon going to come to the end. And also I have like little symbols that I've made actually of like iOS tablet and many other emblems that defy the movie. That's all for this video. Hope you guys are hyped up for what basically is new to most of you guys. But if you want more on the information about the Rare Kung Zhu franchise, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll reply back. Thank you all so much for watching this, and see you guys in the next one.